War movies aren't just about explosions and heroism, they're windows into the human spirit, where courage clashes with chaos and survival dances with sacrifice. Today, we're diving into 10 stories that'll grip your heart, challenge your perspective, and leave you breathless. Stick around, because by the end, you'll be hitting add to my list faster than a sniper's trigger finger. Oh, and before we get your adrenaline pumping, don't forget to smash that like button, soldiers.
Do you remember what happened?
When?
During the battle?
Welcome to the dark side of the moon, gentlemen.
Aren't we supposed to be on top of the mountain to win this thing?
Our job is to separate the Taliban from the ordinary people. How do we do
War movies thrive on tension, and The Outpost delivers it in spades. The film throws you into the heart of Afghanistan's deadliest battle, the siege of combat outpost Keating. Director Rod Lurie straps you into the boots of soldiers defending a poorly positioned base against 300 Taliban fighters. The action is relentless, the camaraderie raw, and incredibly well acted. The build-up may feel a bit slow, but once the action starts, it doesn't let up. The battle scenes are chaotic but realistic, making you feel the soldiers' desperation. In fact, the final 40-minute battle is a masterclass in tension. This isn't Hollywood glamour, it's war, unfiltered.
It's the big one. Saddle up! Everybody fall back. Enemy in the wire. I'll hang back and provide cover. We need to retake this camp. We don't have any air support, the manpower. Our men are trapped up there. Our ammo depot is 40 yards away. There's everything we need to stay in this fight. Let me do this, sir.
Let's show them some love with the 120s.
You all right, mate? Come on, put your arms around me. You're not gonna die, okay? RPG! Red platoon! We're taking this bitch back.
Attention! Soldiers, I am Captain Charity Adams. Welcome to the Women's Army Corps.
Delma, my wife and I have been talking about the problems we are having with the mail and our soldiers' morale.
Mr. President, this assignment has proven to be a logistical nightmare. Even tried the Women's Army Corps.
You mean the White Women's Army Corps?
Well, is there another?
Unspeakable, speakable.
Adams, you and the 6th AAA Battalion are headed to Europe.
Should you open it?
The Postal Battalion?
They think the only thing we good for is deliver some damn mail.
Would you like to see all the hangars, ma'am?
How many are there?
All of them.
You've probably never heard of the 6888th Central Postal Directory Battalion, and that's exactly why this movie exists. The 6th AAA tells the true story of the first all-black, all-female battalion sent overseas in World War II. Their mission? To sort through a massive backlog of undelivered mail, something that might not sound thrilling, but was absolutely vital for morale. The film's heart lies in its untold story of racism and resilience, even though its uneven pacing and clunky dialogue hold it back. With Tyler Perry at the helm, the performances, especially from Kerry Washington, give this story the emotional weight it deserves. If you love history and untold stories of heroism, this one's for you.
We cannot. We are no strangers to making a shack a home. We are at war, and when you are at war, you make do. Unlike some other folks here, we have the most to prove. Now is where you show the proof. This is our mission. And we will not fail.
Are you gonna be there with me tomorrow? Yeah, I'm gonna be there with you tomorrow. You hear me? I'm gonna be there with you tomorrow. You move fast and you stay close to me. Ready? You ready?
The Civil War is often depicted as a battle of North versus South, but Free State of Jones dives into the gray areas. Starring Matthew McConaughey, the film tells the story of Newton Knight, a Mississippi farmer who leads a rebellion against the Confederacy. It's ambitious, tackling themes of race, loyalty, and power. The pacing drags like a muddy boot, but its unflinching look at interracial alliances in the 1860s is bold. If you're looking for a war film with a different perspective, this is a solid pick. Plus, let's be honest, McConaughey in a historical drama, always worth a watch.
All that banging to bring the hounds, and the men that go along with them.
I don't have the patience with deserters hiding out in the swamp.
Just hang them.
You ready?
From this day forward, we declare the land north of the Pascagoula Swamp to be a free state of Jones.
Why you always gotta fight? Everyone else is fighting for them.
This fight's for our children and their children's children. They're sending 50 soldiers this way, guns and artillery.
But we gonna change some things.
They're poor farmers, deserters, who don't have much to lose.
We're willing to die for something.
The winds, it's shifting. And you can't fight it this time.
No. There's plenty left to fight for.
الدواعي بالوضع السابق تقدر ترجع له سيد
مستحيل اقدر ارجع بعد.
خلي شي ذولا جاري ويانا وقف السيارة.
ما نقدر نعوف المكان وحتى على ابويا.
ليش هو وين بابا؟
دواعي شافونا.
If you thought war films had to be American-centric, Mosul proves otherwise. Based on a true story, this film follows an Iraqi SWAT team battling ISIS in the war-torn streets of Mosul. What makes it stand out? The sheer intensity. Shot almost entirely in Arabic, it feels immersive and brutally realistic. No heroes, no flag waving, just survival. The action is brutal, the moral ambiguity sharper than a combat knife. You may find it a bit too grim, but that's kind of the point. War isn't pretty, and Mosul doesn't pretend otherwise.
مهمة كنا كنا رايديها. مهمة أنا خطط كلها. لازم نهجم عليهم محدد.
صرنا قريبين سيدي.
ديروا بالكم! العراق بلا صدام والغرب إرهابيين محتاجين كل طلقة.
أنا ما أعرف وين رايحين، ما أعرف شنو مهمتنا، ما أعرفك ما أعرفكم كلكم. ليش أسمع كلامي؟
إحنا زلمة زينة.
However dark the night, however dim our hopes.
Inbound 4 o'clock road.
The light will always follow darkness.
Directed by Angelina Jolie, Unbroken tells the incredible true story of Louis Zamperini, an Olympic runner turned World War II soldier who survived a plane crash, 47 days at sea, and brutal captivity in a Japanese prison camp. Jack O'Connell's performance is stellar, even though the script could have dug deeper into Zamperini's psychological struggles. Still, it's a visually stunning film that leaves you in awe of human endurance.
I do.
Louis, a moment of pain is worth a lifetime of glory. We're gonna die out here.
We're not dying!
I got good news and bad news.
Who is the Olympic athlete? Don't look at me. Hello, mother, father. This is your Louis talking. I am now interned in a Tokyo prisoner of war camp. I can't say this. What it says about America, it's not true. This man must be taught respect. Each prisoner will teach him this lesson. I used to think that I could do anything, that I was better than I am. Who says you're not? If you get me through this, I swear I'll dedicate my whole life to you. If I can take it, I can make it.
Stay down.
If he drops it, shoot him. Come on.
Love it or hate it, American Sniper was a cultural phenomenon. Directed by Clint Eastwood and starring Bradley Cooper, it tells the story of Chris Kyle, the deadliest sniper in U.S. history. It's intense and personal, showing both the horrors of war and the toll it takes on soldiers. But the film wasn't without controversy. Some critics felt it glorified violence, while others praised it for its raw honesty. Regardless, Cooper's performance is phenomenal, and the action sequences are gripping.
Woman and a kid 200 yards out, moving towards the convoy. Her arms aren't swinging, she's carrying something. Yeah, she's got a grenade. She's got an RKG Russian grenade. She's saying to the kid.
You say a woman and a kid?
You got eyes on this? Can you confirm?
Negative. Your call.
They fry you if you're wrong.
Can I be honest with you? I am bad news. I'm not your friend. I'm not gonna help you. I'm gonna break you. Any questions?
If you're fascinated by the hunt for Osama bin Laden, Zero Dark 30 is essential viewing. Directed by Catherine Bigelow, this thriller follows CIA analyst Maya, played brilliantly by Jessica Chastain, as she obsessively tracks down the world's most wanted terrorist. It's tense, methodical, and shockingly real. However, its depiction of torture sparked major debate. Some argue it justifies controversial interrogation methods, while others see it as an unflinching look at the dark side of counterterrorism. Either way, it's a gripping watch that keeps you on edge. Uncomfortable? Yes. Unmissable? Absolutely.
You really believe this story? Osama bin Laden? Yeah. What part convinced you?
Her confidence.
If you're right, the whole world's gonna win in on this. You will never find him. He is one of the disappeared ones.
think it can't get worse, it can, and it will. The dying's not done, the killing's not done. I promised my crew a long time ago I'd keep them alive.
I was afraid you were dead. Where's the rest of 3rd Platoon?
We're it.
Tanks, mud, blood. Fury throws you straight into the chaos of World War II's final days. Brad Pitt leads a ragtag tank crew behind enemy lines, and the result is one of the most intense war films of the decade. The battle sequences are visceral, with a focus on the claustrophobic reality of tank warfare. The film does lean a little too heavily on war movie cliches, but the action and performances make up for it. If you want a gritty, no-holds-barred war film, Fury delivers.
I won't ask you to do anything I haven't done myself. Comp check.
Photo check.
Brady check.
Bond check.
Love check.
Bar! All right! Hit that son of a bitch! Hit it! Do your job! Do what you're here for!
Ideals are peaceful. History is violent.
Wait till you see it.
See what?
What a man can do to another man.
I'm scared.
I'm scared too.
It will end soon, but before it does, a lot more people gotta die.
Well, you know we do get $1.35 a day, right? Best job I ever had. Best job I ever had.
Best job I ever had.
They're coming.
How many?
300 of them. There's 5 against 300.
We never run before, why are we gonna run now?
We're still in this fight! Still in this fight! Now!
What is this thing doing here? What are you doing here? Who is responsible for this thing? Now, what are they calling you? Agu!
Most war films focus on soldiers, but Beasts of No Nation takes a different approach. It tells the harrowing story of a child soldier forced into a brutal African militia. Idris Elba is terrifying as the warlord who molds children into killers. The film is haunting, beautifully shot, and deeply unsettling. Its bleakness might be too much for some viewers, but if you can handle it, this is one of the most powerful war movies on Netflix. Netflix's first original film broke barriers, yet Oscar snubbed it.
I will always protect you because you are my son. And a son always protects a father. My man, you will remember me. You are my family. Are you ready to fight? Only taking the brave.
Yes, sir!
Victory?
Yes, sir!
Victory?
Yes, sir!
Seize it!
Yes, sir!
Blake,
Pick a man.
bring your kit.
I hoped today might be a good day. Hope is a dangerous thing.
You have a brother in the 2nd Battalion.
Yes, sir.
They're walking into a trap.
Your orders are to deliver a message, calling off tomorrow morning's attack. If you fail, it will be a massacre.
Let's talk about this for a minute.
Why?
We've got orders to cross here.
That is the German front line.
If we're not clever about this, no one will get to your brother. I will.
No list of war films is complete without 1917. This World War I epic, directed by Sam Mendes, is famous for its single-shot style that makes you feel like you're right there in the trenches. Roger Deakins' cinematography is poetry in motion, and the tension never lets up. Some critics called it more of a technical achievement than an emotional one, but it's still one of the most immersive war films ever made. Oscars: 3. Impact: Eternal.
We need to keep moving! Come on!
You can't possibly make it that way, man! You bloody insane! If you don't get there in time, we will lose 1,600 men. Your brother among them. Good luck.
That wraps up our list of 10 must-watch war movies on Netflix. If this list added fuel to your movie obsession, subscribe to KIWI Trailers for more battle-ready breakdowns, and hit the bell so you never miss a drop. See you in the next video.